videotaping Gregory showing up and entering the world. And then Gregory showed up, just on time.
Actually, it took me a little bit of an effort to get Greg, who got stuck a little bit in getting out, but finally popped out all healthy and screaming and just looking wonderful and with very, very dark eyebrows, so we knew he had taken right after me.
Tanya, I think as most people have gotten to know her, does everything to the nth degree of detail. Had scripted the coming home with the outfit, the uniform, the white basket, putting him in front of the door, taking a picture in front of the door at our home at Peter Coots. So it was quite an event bringing Gregory home. Certainly during the first year of his life, he had a special bond with Grandma Vera.
My mother, his grandmother, stayed with us the first year after he was born and actually was his primary caretaker while I still worked. Gregory showed an instant interest in climbing and jumping and scooting and swinging and doing just about everything that involves movement. So from the very outset, this was not a child to sit and read and play games and do puzzles. He was going to be on the move. Gregory was excited about seeing Alex for the first time. He came to the hospital that very evening and met Alex for the first time and was super delighted because Alex gave him some Ninja Turtle toys.
He's always been very attached to Alex, very protective of Alex. As they've grown older, they fight a lot more and they pick on each other, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, Greg is always there to support Alex, to protect him. They're great friends. They play video games together, they play basketball together, they play hockey together, they snowboard together.
When the push comes to shove, he really is on his side, and they are very good friends.
He cares for me a lot. Like, when I get hurt, he always asks me if I'm okay, and if I'm not, he always, takes me inside and tells Dad or Mom.
Whenever we do something bad, I'm the one who gets in trouble.
It's just been fun to watch Greg and Alex growing up. Family is part of being a group, part of being with people who you know really, in the end, care about one another. And I think for Greg, he has felt that, starting with brother, mom, dad, sister, the grandparents who have played such an important role and a caring role in his life. So I think he enjoys being with the family quite a lot.
Gregory has a lot of different kinds of friends that he associates with. He has, of course, friends at Harker School and previous to that at his nursery school. And he and his pals are mostly interested in sports and they hang out and try to do a lot of that. Gregory has had other things taking up some of his time this year, but he would like to spend more time with his friends playing sports. And they're a great bunch of kids. They come over for birthdays and other times to spend overnights and they have a good time.
Greg is a very determined child. He wants his own way. When he wants to do something, he wants to do it well and is disappointed if he doesn't do it well.
I love to see how determined and committed he can become to certain causes. He certainly puts all of his effort and willpower into achieving something. He tries very, very hard. He works hard at school. He works hard at his sports. He can focus and dedicate himself when he's made a decision to do so, and I like to see that about him. But I also like to see that he has a softer side, and I hope he never loses that softer side because it'll be important in his life.
The good times and the bad you've seen, and all the others in between. Remember, do you remember the times of your life?
Take me out to the ball game, buy me some peanuts. Jack.
Greg has liked all sports since a very young age. Basketball, football, baseball, whatever it is, he enjoys it. So he's played baseball and he did very well. He made it to the All-Star team, but the following year decided that was it for baseball, and went on to play football at school and then basketball at school. And he's been on the tennis team.
I don't care if I ever come back. I said, for home team.
They, of course, try to do a lot of tricks. They try for the air, or they try for the speed, or whatever it is. And of course, as a mother, I worry and I fret, and I probably try to restrain them somewhat from doing what they want to do.
Usually Greg and I try to find the biggest jumps we can.
Sort of like a break from everything else.
It's really fun because I know him really well and I know how he plays, so I can interact with him really well. He doesn't pass as much as me. But yeah, he's good. He has a really good shot.
The things that I respect about Greg is that he has a great amount of integrity and honesty. And he, almost to a fault, these are parts of his personality. And I think that that's important in today's world.
Well, in the end, really, everything we do is for one of two purposes. It's either for family or friends to really build a relationship, to help one another, to enjoy time with one another. At certain times, we're finding that that's a difficult thing to do because there's so much going on.
I don't want to share this one. 3 stripes here out at the old ball game. I just wouldn't be able to be without him because he's my brother. And we love each other.